Game 2 of the series, CaptainSPrice versus Private Agent12g. Agent12g stood no chance, as we saw in Game 1. See if he does better as Overcommando West. Guess we'll find out. CaptainSPrice, Chose Shock Rifle, is doing his build. So, probably not a troll build from CaptainSPrice this game, fortunately. Gonna just go with his standard play. Gonna get those IS-2s out as soon as he has the command points, although that will mean the game is going to have to go to 11 command points for him to field those. You may consider, if you can get map control as early this game, teching up and just trying to overwhelm his opponent with core units. We'll see what happens though. Maxim on the field will make its way towards the right side. And Agent12g is going with Volksgrenadiers and a Raketenwerfer opening. Okay, I don't know what that is about, but he has a Raketenwerfer. CaptainSPrice has been going tier 2 every game. Every single game, absolutely. So, getting a Raketenwerfer this early makes no sense.
Maintains in position. As if someone is out there watching us. Listen.
Maxim will push away Volksgrenadiers here, and conscripts are going to take control of territories on the left, making their way across the victory points and munitions now. Sturm Pioneers are trying to pull off a flank on this Maxim, though. This could be a pretty good play. Sturm Pioneers ambush the Maxim, and it will be forced into the building, and it should make it just fine. Sturm Pioneers will have to disengage away from that building to avoid getting suppressed. And Overcommando West forces over here on the right side are going to set up behind this green cover position. And he's firing the Raketenwerfer at this factory. It's not really connecting though. Even the shots that do land are going to take a really long time to destroy this building. Combat engineers leave their position in the building and will make their way towards the strategic point to get control of it, and conscripts are continuing to make their way across the north to get these strategic points under control, and a fresh squad of conscripts is moving up to engage these Sturms at this range. They need to be a little bit careful. They do manage to drop a model pretty quick. 2 models go down and the conscripts take the engagement easily. I'm not sure these are being monitored. In fact, they should definitely retreat. Okay. And the Sturm Pioneers are wiped. Conscripts and flamethrowers working on these Volksgrenadiers here. If they don't retreat, they will be wiped. There they go. Grenade from the Volksgrenadiers doesn't do much to turn the engagement. They will walk into Maxim range and get suppressed and be forced to retreat as well. And conscripts moving up from the south will get the 3rd victory point captured and start a triple cap going against Private Agent 12. Conscripts will lose that engagement. They lost a little too much health. But CaptainSPrice controls absolutely the entire map, so it would behoove him to tech to tier 3.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Considering his huge map control.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
He will field a squad of shock troops and make his way to the front line with those. He's reinforcing here in the base, and the fact that this flamethrower has not left the base makes me think he's probably going to start teching up soon.
Enemy forces capturing our supplies.
Now under our control. Taking losses.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Enemy contact, comrade.
Squad of Folks Grenadiers will retreat. The shock troops making their way to the front line should easily be able to force away those Folks Grenadiers and get the triple cap going once again. Fresh squad of Stern Pioneers fielded is making its way towards the right side, get some strategic points under control, and Panzer Fusiliers are making their way down the right side. Shock troops are continuing to chase the Folks Grenadiers, so they've left this point uncaptured for now. They still have a lot of health, so they should be able to win an engagement against Stern Pioneers, as long as they can get into really short range. Smoke grenade going out. Very nice use of the smoke grenade right there to allow those shock troops to force the retreat from those Folks Grenadiers before having to turn to engage those Sturms. Grenade going out on the squad itself. No retreat. Squad gets wiped.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
I like that smoke grenade usage right there. Conscripts are healing up here in the base, and CaptainSPrice has gone for tier 3. Considering he has such a huge map control advantage, he should be able to field a T-70 almost by the 9-minute mark. Maybe even earlier than that, in fact.
Heavy vehicle production can now begin.
Which is a really quick T-70. Although there is a Rakettenwerfer on the field. And Private Agent 12 has gone with breakthrough tactics, as we know from the Fusiliers, and he also fields himself a Sturm Officer.
Officer, ready to be deployed.
Grenadiers back to full strength.
On the flank!
Shock troops on the flank will catch a Rakettenwerfer, and that has to retreat. Smoke grenade going down to screen against those Panzer Fusiliers so that they can try and move up and force a retreat from those Folks Grenadiers. They do get suppressed by the Maxim there, and this shock troop squad has forced so many retreats and netted 9 kills already before even going back to the base for healing. 12 kills, in fact, and they haven't left the battlefield once. Looks like CaptainSPrice is not going to go with the T-70, waiting for the 100 fuel for the T-34, and certainly not really much of a reason not to. And when he sees a fresh blob coming from the OKW base, he will retreat immediately so that he can avoid any further manpower bleed on that squad, which was falling quite low in health, and he should be able to heal and reinforce that. Fresh troops moving up in cover with their flamethrower. Look like they're already winning this engagement quite easily. And I don't know where he's going, and then he retreats because the officer model gets sniped. And then he made a Kubelwagen. Little late in the game, 10-minute mark for a Kubelwagen. Plus he's already purchased a mechanized regiment headquarters. Plus the Kubelwagen doesn't perform. I mean, you probably don't want a Kubelwagen hitting the field at the same time as a T-34. So that purchase doesn't really make any sense. CaptainSPrice has a triple cap going and owns literally every point on the map. T-34 rolling onto the field now.
This territory is ours.
Making its way, by the look of things, straight towards the OKW base. And Soviet tank production is going to be going through the roof for probably the entire rest of this game. All Oberkommando West forces are making their way to the left side to try and get that fuel under control. The T-34 is about to head off 3 squads though. Ooh, big hit.
Supply sector under attack.
T-34 is about to clear out that Rakettenwerfer easily enough. Can't quite squeeze through the gap though. Can't get out of its arc of fire. Conscripts are oorahing straight into that Kuba wagon, but they're not going to be able to get close enough for an AT grenade. That squad might get wiped. Probably. There they go. A little too overly aggressive with that. T-34 is going to pull back for repairs after falling down to half. Doesn't want to take any chances if you can avoid it. And the rest of CaptainSPrice's infantry is going to have to make its way over here to deal with these forces. And a second T-34 has been queued up now. And extra squad of combat engineers will be fielded to speed up repairs a little bit on the T-34. Once that's fully repaired and the second T-34 makes its way onto the field, you should have no problem overwhelming this position. Plus, the Raketten Warper just got way out of position. That's the only defense he really has against the T-34. It gets decrewed, and shock troops are going to be able to force a retreat from just about everything here. Conscripts flanking around the south should be able to get an AT grenade off on that Kuba wagon and force it to reposition or simply destroy it. Oh, he doesn't actually have AT grenades. He was bluffing earlier. Not sure why. Regardless, the Kuba wagon is forced to disrupt its arc of fire. And everything on the left side will be forced to make a full retreat back to the OKW base. And conscripts are making it into close range. Shock troops going to do the same. Two T-34s on the field. And they're making their way up the left side. Shock troops taking back control of that munitions point. Conscripts on the flank finally finish off the Kuba wagon, and these forces will be rounded up and forced to retreat easily. Combat engineers making their way forward should be able to get that victory point under control, and the triple cap against Agent12g will continue. And these T-34s look like they're going to chase all the way into the OKW base, where there appears to be no defense against them. A flak half-track has been fielded extremely late. Makes no sense to do that against a T-34 that's already on the field. That's not going to be able to do anything. T-34 takes a shot. It does connect. Second one driving straight into the base, and CaptainSPrice is taking control of the left munitions with the flak half-track there. Incendiary artillery coming down in the OKW base. All infantry formations being crushed or burned to death.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field.
CaptainSPrice has the resources for a third T-34 if he wants, but he's already pretty much won the game, and it's just a matter of time until either the VPs run out, or his T-34s manage to destroy all base structures, or the game ends on its own because Private Agent 12 has surrendered. So, I'm going to get in touch with Captain Price to ask if he's okay with doing a third series today, and if so, hopefully we can get another series going. But that's the end of this one. Good game. Allies win.